Hey everyone, my name is Jack Kraft, and welcome to the New Teachers Podcast. Today we will be covering the inclusive classroom and what that looks like for students who are visually impaired. Now, this topic hits close to home to me and means so much. My grandmother, my aunt, and my uncle are all blind, and they all suffer from a various range of blindness. My grandmother, who at the age of 3 contracted polio, was put into a medically induced coma, and when she woke, she had lost all of her vision. My uncle, who my grandmother adopted, was born blind, completely blind in one eye, and had glaucoma in the other. And after years of dealing with the glaucoma and other health issues, he had lost most of the sight in his right eye. My aunt was the only one out of the three who was born completely blind, and she married my uncle. I say all of this because each one of their stories and lived experiences are different. To be legally blind doesn't necessarily mean you're completely blind. There's a wide range that the word blind covers, and everyone's walk with this exceptionality is different and unique to their own. Today, I'm going to cover a few tactics along with a few accessible tools that teachers can use to create a more inclusive and better learning environment for visually impaired students. The first strategy that I'm going to cover is structured verbal instruction and explicit description. My grandmother used to always say, don't feel silly about describing everything to the smallest detail. For when she walked into a room, she had no idea what she was walking into. And even leaving out the smallest of details can stop her from painting the picture of what's going on in her mind. When working on an assignment with a visually impaired student, take a step-by-step approach. For example, read the problem together and highlight key components for them. When using visual learning devices such as a projector or whiteboard, make sure to read every step out loud. When demonstrating a problem, again, use explicit details to describe what you're doing. We take for granted so much that sight gives us, and there are so many little key components of our everyday life, especially in school, that may seem mundane or too little to recognize, while these little details, if lost, can be detrimental to a visually impaired student. Now, unlike my grandmother, aunt, and uncle, today's students have much more accessibility with the technology that we have readily at our hands. For Braille reading students, having a laptop downloaded with the programs such as JAWS or NVDA to read to them and describe problems they're working on is crucial in the inclusive classroom. New technology such as the Braille Notetaker and the VictorReader are wonderful tools for fully and partially blind students. The VictorReader in particular supports a wide range of audio and text formats, allowing the user to read textbooks through its built-in text-to-speech feature. They allow the student to listen to lectures and access a wide variety of digital content. Another important step to take is adding Braille posters and stickers to your classroom. The stickers will allow the visually impaired student to know what they're working with, while having a poster of the Braille alphabet gives the sighted student an opportunity to learn Braille themselves. Now, I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity to quickly interview my aunt over the phone. She was born in India and moved to the United States for a better opportunity to educate herself, and that's where she ended up attending Perkins School for the Blind, and that is where she met my uncle. And the rest is history. So enjoy our little interview. Can you talk about the fantastic teacher that you just described to me and how she made the subject matter, or math in particular, more relatable?
Yeah, her name was Miss Curry. Phenomenal, phenomenal teacher, really, really. And gave me a 2% liking for math because she explained it, and she actually taught me how to use the abacus,
That's
which is a
awesome.
tool. And she used to draw graphs for us, something that we can use, something that we can touch, not something, look at this. That
Yeah,
would
you,
be
you you had
stupid.
mentioned earlier that she used like raised lined paper to really help you
Yep.
get a
And
better
she would
idea of
also
what was
put
going on.
Braille labels on it.
And Braille labels. Like, see, just going that extra step made such a difference. And again, not that it makes you like math all that much more. She solved the problem with you rather than just throwing it at you. And that's what I think is very exceptional.
She was phenomenal. That's all I have to say about her. She was just so good.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, I'm glad I learned Braille because I cannot function without Braille.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had an excellent teacher for that too.
Now, did you have a whole class for learning Braille, or would that have been in like a literacy class, like English or?
Oh no, there's a separate class because there's a lot to learn. You have grade 1 Braille, grade 2 Braille, all the different contractions, and yeah, it's involved.
That's
So,
awesome. Now, when you were learning Braille, did you ever use the Opticon, or did you
heavens
just
no.
no? Heavens no. Okay.
I would never use it even if I died. Oh
Yeah.
God, that thing hurts your fingers.
Yeah. Opticon was phenomenal for like physical paper. I know she used JAWS, the read and write program on the computer, but when it came to mail, when it came to and anything that came to her in the form of paper writing, she would use that, and it helped her. No, I mean I would totally understand why you wouldn't like it. As a blind person, you have to use your hands to feel everything, to navigate your life, right? Your hands are your
Yes.
eyes. Am I correct in saying that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you're putting your hands into something that is kind of hurting your hands, I would agree that that could be a detriment to your everyday life. And why would
And
you go out of your way to use it?
she wanted to teach Johnny, but he didn't want any part of it. He's like, no.
He was like, "Get with the times, mom."
She's like, Mom, that'll hurt. That hurts.
One crucial question, okay? Putting you on the spot. If you and I were in a classroom together and I was at Perkins, I was teaching at Perkins, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it was my first day, it was my introduction to the program there. And you and I were walking through what a day in the life would be like. What would be the most important piece of advice for a new teacher to connect with a person with an exceptionality such as blindness?
Well, first thing, you can't point at things. A lot
Yeah.
of people just don't get it. They're like, oh, it's over there. Yeah, what is over there? Oh, you can't see? Duh.
Duh.
That's number one. Second thing is if you're taking me somewhere, that's fine, but a lot of people do this also. It's probably going to sound very stupid to you, but people will, you don't do it, of course. Like if, say I'm holding on to you, they will push the person ahead. Like, how stupid is that?
Like
Why
making
would
you
you push
lead the
the
way.
person ahead?
Yeah.
And how do you expect us to know where to go? By pushing us? Really?
Yeah.
You know, you became in charge of the blind community thanks to us.
Yeah, yeah, no, and I think it's one of the greatest gifts that the three of you have given us. It's the idea to put ourselves, I mean, like before we experienced life, we had to put ourselves in your shoes because we were always around. I mean, family gatherings, everything, whether it be just bringing you a plate for dinner and describing what was on the plate and where it was. We were forced to put ourselves in your shoes, and it really opened our eyes to the world around us because not everybody's the same. Not everybody learns the same. Like even sighted people, we don't see things the same. We all have these preconceived notions that we carry into us day in and day out, and to put us into your shoes really, I mean, I think it was just such a phenomenal tool.